Alright, testing, testing. Can anyone hear me? Alright, it looks like they can hear us now, so that seems to have been worked out.
Excellent, excellent. I don't know what happened there. The settings for my audio sources got changed. I haven't streamed since the last time we streamed this, so I don't know why.
Your setup seems cursed. It seems like there's always something. Like, did you anger a witch or something?
Not that I'm aware of.
So how are we approaching this bracket since there are so few people? Are we round robining it? Are we doing a normal double elimination with someone getting a bye? What are we thinking?
Great, we're gonna do a double elimination. We're just gonna have all the matches on stream.
Alright, sounds fair enough. And someone getting a bye because, 5 people, odd number. So, bit of a chance to scope out the competition. Take a rest. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Y'all are good to go. Don't gotta wait on me. If I go to the back, y'all are just good to go. Okay.
Alright, setting up. We are almost underway. Almost time for some West Coast Street Fighter. Gotta love it.
Let's do this.
So it's gonna be Blanca, not a character we see a whole lot, at least on this stream, against Everfree's Ed is normally who they play, right?
Possibly. We haven't seen the character select actually load up yet, but that is an interesting matchup. What do you think of the Blanca versus Ed?
Well, I feel like Ed probably doesn't have a way to punish Slight Blanca Ball outside of like reacting to it with the EX upper, which if you can do that, it's good. It's like it's not that hard, but maybe it's not a thing that Everfree has trained.
Yeah, and I wonder if Everfree, who, much more conventional opposition, is really expecting a Blanca. And Wanalski is actually a pretty experienced Blanca. I was checking him out on FG Local and FG Combo, I'm sorry. And, like, through 2021, lots of Wednesday Night Fights appearances. Did a lot of stuff in 2020, 2019. He's been playing this character for a while.
Oh yeah.
Everfree doing... Very, very aggressive start from Wanalski. Everfree trying to maintain the distance here, punish those come-in attempts, but Blanca's a bit of a blender, and you can see that feeling out period in this first round. Everfree kind of trying to figure out the character on the fly.
Oh, this is a hard character to figure out on the fly, though.
Really scary character to try to figure out as you play him, and that was a really good cross-up from Wanalski. Everfree already in big trouble. We were talking about, I don't know if anyone heard this, we were talking about his current winless record, and the fact that he's going to be desperate to change that and prove himself here on the online local.
Round two.
I mean, how often do you even see a Blanca anymore? This just feels like a very, very big display of novelty here.
I think it ultimately just depends on where you live. Because I actually see Blanca a decent amount, but I'm in like the East Coast.
Same here, but I feel like I don't see him very much, and you never see him in like majors and stuff. But that is a very good thing for a character loyalist like Wanalski. He has a chance to master his character like he's showing going into the critical art, which I think is going to take the first game.
Jeez, I never noticed how much Blanca screams during that CA. Jesus.
Blanca wins.
What a dominant way to start off this tournament. Wanalski showing that for all the trouble he had getting signed up, he is not to be overlooked.
Round one.
Everfree getting another chance here, starting off this first round. I wonder what adjustments he's going to make, what observations he maybe made about Blanca, because as you were saying, Ed's not a character that has a lot of options here, at least to punish him and stop him from getting in. It's pure reactions, and speaking of reactions, Wanalski with those really great slide leads.
If I had to suggest anything, maybe, especially with how patient Oniski is being, well, sometimes. Never mind, he's not being patient, he's going in.
Hey, part of patience is knowing when to stop being patient and start
Nice.
stepping on the gas.
But I was gonna say the roundhouse from Ed is a decent little option.
Yeah, gotta be careful with those in general, though, because you can see that Wanalski has kind of scouted out the lows and stuff. Every time he sends out that big ball, Wanalski's sliding under it.
Oh. Catch you blinking there.
Caught you blinking there. I think the pressure is getting to Everfree because this is a character who can just snowball on you literally and metaphorically and just becomes very, very overwhelming to deal with.
Oh, definitely could have punished that, though.
Doing a decent job in this round, you know, keeping his distance, punishing come-in attempts. Seems to be maybe figuring things out, but he does not have much of an answer to that slide. That is Wanalski's best come-in tool so far.
Oh, dear.
Oh boy. This is a really, really aggressive round for both of them, though. Just right in each other's faces. And a good V reversal from Everfree, but not going to be enough. Into the critical art again. And that's going to do it for the set from Wanalski. Everfree down in loser's bracket.
Blanco
Very unfortunate.
wins.
Just didn't react to the dash, which, hey, happens to everyone. Definitely to me.
Yeah, that can happen to anybody, especially when you're not used to the character or the matchup. And what are you thinking of Wanalski's first impression in the online local so far? That was one heck of a debut.
Oh, yeah. He is I always like watching Blanca. He did a pretty great job taking advantage of Everfree's gaps there, which is like what you got to do with that type of character. You know, the Blancas, the Fongs, the Hondas. If you know someone is not familiar with something, you gotta take advantage of it.
That's the thing with fighting games. There's just so much you have to know and have in mind at all times. Something is going to slip. There's going to be gaps. And speaking of gaps, we have 10 Matcherino codes left for any brave chatters willing to step up. Just 10 more codes, everybody. That is Matcherino's money, not yours. You don't have to put anything up to help us pay these winners.
Okay, I remembered that one. What is flipped up season? It's like pop chips or something like that? Yeah, pop chips, exactly.
Yeah.
I did remember it. Oh. I don't think Oliver had the master last time I saw him.
No, I think he's leveled up a bit. I think he's been working on it a bit. That is the Matcherino for East Coast. Do we have the West Coast one?
No, that's the we use the same Matcherino for all Street Fighter tournaments. We split the pot between everyone.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Let's do this.
So yeah, just 10 more codes you said, and we got all those codes
10
out. That'd
more.
be really sweet to close us out.
Yeah, Tom was talking about how he wants to get the people who win these tournaments some real money. He doesn't want to feel like the guy who's handing out a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there, a few cents here. He wants to be able to really reward these people for their hard work.
So we got the Ryu versus probably the Zeku, except for not. Hopefully that's didn't let them just go. Oh, Revilo
Yep.
probably got kicked off
All
of
right.
CFN.
Yeah, that might be a problem. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to try to get him back in.
Yeah, he just got kicked out. So he'll just have to reconnect and then he'll pop right back in here.
That gives me a second to try to bring up Start GG, check the price.
Yeah, but like I was saying, Revilo, he has. Normally he uses the Zeku, but he does have a few other side characters, like his Sagat he's a fan of. And I'm trying to remember. I feel like there was one more I've seen, but it's not coming to me. Probably Luke. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like everyone's at least experimenting with Luke these days.
Alright. Here we go. Hopefully for real this time. Please
Hopefully.
CFN hold together.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, maybe this fight is so intense that CFN just can't handle it, and we'll have to figure something else out for the bracket tonight. Is it just me, or as we get closer to the end of Street Fighter V's life, do the load
Oh my
times seem
God.
longer and longer?
It's go time.
Again? Are you kidding me?
It happened again. Although this does give me a chance to change the battle lounge settings to first to 3. Flipped up says this is a cool game. I don't think I've ever had the double disconnect like that.
One of the games of all time, for sure.
You know, it is a really great game. Marred by some aspects of it, but it is awesome.
Yeah, a lot of it is just its reputation from its initial release really precedes it, and people aren't willing to reevaluate it and give it another chance.
Yeah, hopefully, it seems like they are, taking the right lessons from that and really hitting the ground running with 6.
Let's do this.
All right. I'm going to cross my fingers and toes here.
What I was saying before that double disconnect is, as we get closer to the end of Street Fighter V's life, it feels like these load times get longer. Is it just me?
Well, yeah, kind of, yeah. It seems like as the game has gone on, they've maybe not focused so much on optimizing loads. But also, there is the fact that, like, at least in this context, I'm streaming from the West Coast, so it takes me a little bit longer to connect.
That might be it. Revilo with a decent opening to this round, already pushing flipped up to the corner, and Pop Chips flipped up his Ryu, already cornered, trying to get out. Nice cross up, taking some real punishment here. Gotta get his feet under him.
Pop Chip, very, very patient player. Oh,
The question will be if he's going to be too patient, because you can see Revilo is just poking at him from all sides, all ends.
yeah, it kind of feels like he is almost purely looking for the whiff punish, and it just like focusing too hard on that and walking himself into the corner.
Yeah, he's just walking himself straight back after Revilo attacks, and it seems like he's maybe trying to read the frame data or something. He's trying to figure out, okay, when are you minus? When can I get in? Changing into Young Zeku here.
Okay, didn't get hit by the space trap that time.
Pop Chips really has to start being more aggressive, like with that back throw. He's got to start putting the pressure on, but he is starting to do it with that solar plexus punch into Tatsu, and now he's the one exercising corner pressure. Now he's the one with Revilo on the ropes, but that cross counter, what am I trying to say? Cross up reverses the situation yet again.
Hey, don't throw a fireball.
Into old Zeku again. Don't throw the fireball, that's what he's waiting for. You can see that now Revilo is the
there
one
it
that's
is.
trying to kind of wait it out. Oh, went for it and missed it, eating the punishment. He is on his last legs, but so is Pop Chips. Gonna take the first game of the set.
I feel like
Seku
I'm
wins.
not a Ryu expert, so I don't know, but I feel like there was some way they could have done more damage in this situation.
He's just not taking the fight to him. He's not being aggressive enough. He wakes up in a couple instances and starts piling on some damage, but then he turtles up again.
Yeah, yeah.
See, this is the kind of thing he needs to do more. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I understand the desire to just play the footsies game. That's the part that I find engaging as well, but you do have to like do things that aren't like quote unquote good decisions because your opponent won't be expecting it and will make them have to think. Yeah, he was just waiting for that air attack.
And you can see several instances where he's trying to read what Revilo's going to do and like react to it and punish it, but Revilo's just not giving him that chance, especially because he yields the momentum too easily.
Well, we don't have Anthony tonight, but we do have a feature or two reaction anyways.
Feels like he's here with us as we speak. Gotta start checking those throws. For someone who's being so conservative, you'd think he'd be ready for those grab attempts. Into the corner again, getting backed up, but gets the cross cut. Why do I keep saying cross counter? What is wrong with me?
Just a really big Dudley fan, I guess. Oh, nice confirm. Getting you back in the corner. This is a one-touch situation here. Oh, nice. Check on the dash. Revilo going up 2-0 here.
Pop Chips has to figure something out here. At this point, it's not even just about winning the fight, it's about putting himself in the fight. It's about doing something to Revilo.
I would like to, within reason at least, to see some more fireball, because Revilo, for the most part, hasn't really felt like jumping. Like, he doesn't need to jump.
Yeah, as we can see here, he's kind of had control of the whole battle space. He can just come in and out as he pleases, and he's not really being given any reason to fear, just walking up and jumping in. Ooh. Nice sweep there. It almost seems like Pop Chips is literally trying to play footsies. You know, the footsies game where all you can do is like sweep and step back.
Yeah.
It's paying off a little though with that crush counter. He's got a good sweep game going and getting some good damage on Revilo, but he's gotta uncork the bottle. He's gotta get more aggressive, which he might be doing now, about to take that first round if he can keep the damage up. Trying to get through those kicks, trying to get through that poking. That is some really dangerous poking game that Revilo has, and Pop Chips trying to get close enough to finish this round out. What's he gonna do? Now might be a time to try some fireballs, my friend, but not gonna do it. That throw puts Revilo on set points.
Actually, the not doing fireballs is, like, for the most part, the good choice there. Because he had V-Trigger 2 ready to go, and I'm pretty sure he was just trying to goad Pop Chips into doing it.
It's possible, but there was a moment there while I was talking. The moment kind of passed before I finished the thought, unfortunately. But he was too far away, and he could have thrown a couple of fireballs there to make something happen. He was really close to having that round. And now he's got to make something happen to keep himself alive. But I am not sure he's going to have the chance. He has not given himself the chance. He will not get it. That is the set. GG Revilo.
Seku wins.
If you're listening flipped up, know that you can block all of Boosh and Flip stuff. You can block all of it crouching.
It's go time.
So that's one thing that you just don't have to worry about there. And I recommend trying to air it for the most part until they start. Like, there's a way to beat airs, like by doing an early kick ender, but they're not going to start with that option.
And this is a pretty offense-heavy game, a pretty aggressive game. You can't just turtle up like that and play quite that patiently. It's not going to work out for you.
At least not until you have the life lead. Once you have the life lead, then you can kind of do that. You can play slow.
Yeah, but there's playing slow and there's not playing, you know?
Yeah. I totally agree. Alright. So, other side of winners finals here. Or winners semis, rather. I feel like I'm missing
Wanowski
this name.
already coming up to winner's semis.
Oh, is it EY? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. There we go.
He's going to be fighting Ouija, Rashid, and Blanca, huh? That is going to be a show.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I hadn't even, like, gotten that far yet. This is gonna be a weird one.
Yeah, that's gonna be like quite literally a furball, just complete chaos.
I'm curious if we see, Hang on.
Yeah?
I got a message on Discord. Nosuke's playing from his PS5 account now, apparently. But
Yeah,
I'm
that'll
curious if
happen
maybe
eventually.
we'll see the Lucia from Ouija, because that's a really good matchup for Lucia.
I would not be surprised. Ouija's pretty willing to switch up characters on the fly and change his game plan as he goes, and he's used to unconventional matchups. I mean, a couple weeks ago, he took grand finals from a Dan player, and
Oh,
fighting Blanca can't be much weirder than that.
I miss you, First Rank. Come back. I love watching your Dan.
Let's do this.
I'm a little surprised we're not seeing him around tonight, but maybe things are busy over in the West.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, not that we have it's like super hopping all the time here, but this is pretty low tonight compared to usual.
Yeah, I had been surprised about that. I was kind of trying to drum people up in the Discord, but nobody really cared. But I'm glad to see the people that we are seeing. They are putting on a really good show for us tonight, and I'm happy to see them playing.
Yeah. Happy to see Revilo come up. He was oh, yep, we got the Lucia. Revilo, though, was a long time guy here. He seemed to take a break there for a minute, but I'm glad to see him back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen that name before. And you were saying this is a good Lucia matchup. Well, why so?
Mainly because you can easily block all, punish all Blanca balls, like, really easily. And then this DP here. It's slow, but it has a lot of invincibility, and it has a pretty huge hitbox.
Yeah, I'm seeing what you're... I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's put it that way. Only Wanowski getting mixed up all day. This whole round just getting battered here and there and everywhere. Seems like he can't get a hold of where Lucia is coming from. Doing a little more damage now as I speak. Commentator's curse, but that V-shift might have taken the momentum away from him again.
Could have punished that for sure.
Uh-oh. Got her in the corner now, but Ouija used to this situation. Let's see what he can do. He's ready for this. He's got an idea of what Blanca's serving his way. Can he take it?
Nice job taking advantage of that crush counter there.
Ouija seems really good at that. He can just pluck out a crush counter from thin air whenever he needs it. And that real long-range kick, that poke, is doing wonders for him. It seems to me also that he's playing more aggressively than Everfree did against Wanowski. Maybe the matchup familiarity is playing a factor into that. Maybe like he's not as intimidated by Blanca.
Yeah, I'd say not. I'm pretty sure these two have actually played okay amount.
Yeah, probably. Wanowski does have some experience. I haven't personally seen him around much, but FG combo speaks a lot about him.
Oh, that's dead.
There we
Tatsu,
go,
EX
everybody.
run. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it is.
Yes,
Never
it
mind.
is. Yes, it is.
Man, The
Police
scaling gets so
brutality,
high on
huh?
that.
Wins. Round 1.
All right, going into game 2 now. I wonder how Wanowski's going to adjust to what happened last round. That might not be something he has the luxury of doing, though. Ouija coming off the board hot.
Oh, no punish on the sweep. Thought he was close enough for the low forward, but not quite.
Not quite, not quite. And Ouija really, really piling on the hurt here. Just coming after Wanowski with a vengeance. That was a good raw Blanca ball, though. That looked like it really hurt, but not going to deter Ouija, throwing him right back into that corner. These are some good frame traps. I'm not sure if that's quite the right term, but I see what he's doing, and it seems to be working pretty well.
Oh,
Oh boy, look at that.
yeah, that's it is a thing you can see, but you gotta keep those eyes open for that cross up.
Wanowski's showing a decent aptitude for spotting his opportunities, even if he does have to take a bit of a beating to get there first. Alright. Yeah, I like how he uses that slide. He uses that basically as a no neutral for you button. Slides are risky in this game, but Wanowski comes back to it again and again and seems to get pretty good results with it.
Wow, what a jab interrupt. Oh yeah, you gotta look out for that.
Yep, there we go.
After her back throw and her side switch target combo, she gets a meaty EX run V skill 1. So gotta just either do the delayed rise, make them waste their meter, or block.
Yeah, I'm seeing what you were saying at the start of this because it looks like Blanca has a hard time getting in and staying in.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, big stun there, and we might be seeing the close of the second match. That's one big, meaty, heavy combo, and a perfect KO to close it out. Ouija, 2 wins, 2 none.
Not only was it a perfect KO, but it was a perfect KO with 69 seconds left. That's just as good as you can get.
Yeah, that was a dominant performance. Ouija showing why he consistently places so high in these tournaments and why he has several online local wins under his belt. This is nobody you can take lightly. You cannot come in off the street and take on Ouija. This is first to 3.
It is first to 3, but it looks like maybe O'Neilski going back to drop board. I have never seen them play a different character. Maybe V-Trigger switch up. Maybe they just wanted a moment.
Yeah. Might have wanted to just disrupt the momentum a little and force Ouija to take a breath. Sometimes when your opponent is nice and warmed up and, you know, they're coming forwards and they're coming in hot and heavy, you can force them back into the battle lobby and take their breath, force them to kind of blink and stop their charge, and that can be all you need sometimes to get a little advantage in.
Honestly, it just looks like he wasn't sure if it was over or not.
Yep.
But hey, the momentum disruption is already happening. Maybe he'll benefit from it.
It might, and you know, it might have still been on his mind even if he wasn't sure if it was over. You know, fighting games are full of mind games like that. It's as much a mental game as a physical one. That's kind of what makes them so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people do better after like just changing their costume.
And as we can see, Wanowski taking some early initiative here with the slides and the anti-airs.
So far, O'Neilski's doing great here.
Yeah, maybe that was a bit of a momentum disrupt. Ouija's back in there now, but had real trouble getting in to start the round.
A block there. Oh,
Good blocking, but that stun might do it. Luigi does a lot of damage on these combos, and that looks like it might kill. Maybe, not quite. Is it gonna do it? One more touch away. Didn't kill immediately, but only needs one more touch. Oh, Wonalski really has his back to the wall here, literally and figuratively.
oh no, not like this.
Double throw, keeping himself in it, but the V reversal, can he do it? He does it, takes Luigi down. There's the round for him.
You know, the thing that really sucks about that is I'm pretty sure Onilski crossed up Ouija for just a split second and was long enough to fuck up the DP input.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. That looked like that's what happened. And Luigi trying to make sure that there's no chance of that happening again, coming in with his textbook offense. I respect his willingness to just get in there with Wonalski and just like get right into his grill and start exchanging.
There we go. I'll try to go for the shimmy, didn't get anything. Whoa, that was tricky.
Wonalski showing some decent aptitude for fighting out of the corner. He'll back himself in there and then come springing out and do some serious damage. And is this gonna be enough to take the game? Is he gonna tie up the set here? Not tie up the set, I'm sorry, because I think it is 2-1. But you know what I meant.
Yeah.
I got a little ahead of myself.
Onilski being patient here, working out for him.
Yep. And that's going to be 2-1. Wonalski now on the board. And, you know, I was talking about the momentum disruption. I was talking about taking the wind out of Luigi's sails. And whether that was the plan or not, it seems to have worked. It seems to have put Wonalski back in this.
Onilski says holding on for dear life.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need to do, right?
Ooh. Nice little conversion there.
Luigi might want to look out for that. Wonalski's liking opening up with those back springs and those Blanca balls. And I know there's only so much you can do about it. I mean, that's kind of Blanca's whole thing. But you got to be ready for that at the start of the round.
Okay, they eyes wide open for these rainbow balls here.
And Wonalski makes that hard because if you're looking out for the Blanca balls, he hits you with the slide. If you're looking out for the slide, he hits you with the Blanca balls. Nice V reverse, back into the corner, but springing out. Not gonna do it, eating that DP. Gotta be careful here. Luigi about to put himself on set point, and he does it with that fireball. Imagine how much eating a fireball to the face like that must hurt. Ow. Whipping the throw, getting punched. Good crush counter from Wonalski. Let's see where that goes. Let's see what kind of punishment he can unleash. Luigi's momentum a little disrupted here. Whiffing there. Lots of blocking from Wonalski. Good defensive play, but now he's trying to get through those fireballs and those pokes. Let's see what he can do.
I'm glad you're undeterred because my brain is broken from that interaction.
Yeah, that seems to be one of Blanca's strengths. He's just such a weird, off-the-wall character. He does a little like Dan does, where he sends you into that realm where you're thinking, what just happened? What did I just see? And by the time you've adjusted to it, you've lost.
Oh!
Ooh, good Blanca ball combo there. And Luigi on real dangerously low health now. Only really needs one more touch to be out of this and on set point. So real do or die hours here. But maybe doing. That's the set, everybody. Luigi going on ahead.
Like I said, hey, if she's got meter after a back throw, just block or delay rise. He got hit by that every single time.
Yeah, I mean, if it works, keep doing it, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's no fault of Ouija's. Definitely just, hey, keep going for it. So
that's a basic part of fighting games, conditioning your opponent. And it's like, oh, if you don't like me doing that, then stop falling for it.
Okay, we are gonna dip down and lose this here, but that's got our winners finals set up here with Ouija and Revilo. That's gonna be a fun one to watch. But getting our first losers match here. We're gonna get flipped up pop chips in here versus Everfree 1992.
And that's going to be an interesting one to see. I believe we've seen that matchup before in previous tournaments, and Everfree still chasing his first online local victory. Not of the tournament, of a game. And I was talking about this. Someone who has not had his first win yet is very dangerous. He's going to fight like the devil to get on the board.
Man. And if he's listening back to this, like, you needn't feel too bad about this. These brackets are full of killers, like always.
Oh, absolutely.
It's kind of rough, I feel like, to get people to want to play in this tournament because it's really tough.
Yeah, and I mean, he's only a super bronze. He's much less experienced than most of the people he's playing against. I'm not pointing out his winless record to say that he's bad. I'm saying it to point out how tenacious he is. He keeps coming in here and doing his best against absolute killers. And he's gonna learn from those experiences and fight even harder to get on the board.
I like that perspective. We are just waiting here for pop chips to show up.
I mean, who knows? Maybe CFN ate him. It wouldn't be the first time tonight we saw something like that happen.
So it will be the white boys coming in here, Ed and Ryu, huh? Hold on.
Oh, here he is. Here he is. We've got him.
I'm not exactly sure how this matchup goes, because yeah, I'm just trying to think of how their tools work together. Like, Ed's got a decent like V skill for beating out fireballs. I mean, it's not the best in the world. You gotta be able to react like really closely.
Yeah, it's pretty much a neutral war. It's about footsies, it's about poking, it's about the fireball game, and a good Ed wants to keep Ryu out. He wants to keep him on the edge of that flicker. He wants to keep jabbing him to death. Kind of like a boxing match, actually. And he doesn't want to let Ryu get close. Ryu's a basic character, but hits like a truck.
Oh, he hits so hard. You know,
That's...
it's not really even that important, but I don't see this Ed costume that much. I like this Ed costume. It's a little bit of like, a little fuckboyish, but I think it looks cool.
I mean, he's literally wearing Bison's coat.
See, Everfree trying to be predictive here with the, just, not even predictive, just like hoping for a fireball, really.
Yeah, you can see that he's kind of reacting to some of Ryu's normal get-ins ahead of time. He's kind of trying to preempt them. Oh, right into the throw, and we can see Pop Chips playing a little more aggressively like I was saying he would need to do. He's starting to turn up the temperature a bit.
Oh, wow. It's a hell of a wake-up choice. I am not loving Everfree's reliance on the charged spheres here.
Yeah, he goes to that well a little too often. Decent cross up there, but eating some punishment from it, taking a lot of damage, and that's the first round for Pop Chips.
I was getting a little spooky, though. I was a little afraid Pop Chips was going to run into the ball. Big burp.
Yeah. I think that was Everfree's plan. He was trying to create a situation where Pop Chips can advance on him without running into that fireball. And you can see him resorting to the normal Ed game plan a little here. He's kind of trying to keep him on the edge of those flickers. Not working out for him, though. Getting thrown into the corner. And again, gotta start teching those, buddy.
One more hit here. Oh, Everfree doesn't want to take it, though.
Wake up super. But blocking every single hit in the chain, Pop Chips with stalwart defense coming back into it and punishing him for his efforts.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Just no
and
fear.
What were we saying? Ryu just hits like a truck.
Ryu wins.
Yeah, at least from Everfree's point, I would like to see less like guessing with the V skill and more reacting with it. Even if you don't like punish the fireball, if you can just get through the fireball by reacting instead of just doing it, that would be good. Less reliance on
Yeah.
charge spheres and more like flicker buffers. Even the jab, the Kara flicker, if you can do that. I'm not sure if he has that in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, he was onto that a little at the start of the round, backing up a bit, trying to set up that buffer. But Pop Chips starting to uncork the bottle a bit, starting to let go of his hands like he wasn't doing in his last match out.
Oh, got the confirm. Oh, jump right back. Oh, okay, that hits. Interesting.
I think I see what Everfree's going for with these constant cross-up attempts. I kind of like it, but he's getting a little greedy with it. He keeps eating punishment Jodans and DPs because he just goes to that well again and again.
Yeah, he needs to also be switching up his response after the flicker, like after it gets blocked. Because you can sit there, yeah, and accept whatever they do, but you can also backdash. And that's so annoying to deal with. That can affect the mental game of the opponent if they are unfamiliar with how to deal with that.
Yeah, that is something that's very obvious about Pop Chips as a player. You can tell he's spent a lot of time labbing out his character and all his punishment options and what to do in all these different situations. And Everfree's feeding into it. He's not disrupting the pattern. He's not throwing it off. Going for that super. I don't love that. I don't love that CA attempt. Pop Chips just blocking every single shot and one touch away from a second game. There we have it.
Not to rag on Pop Chips here, but that combo, like, what's the opposite of optimal?
Hey, the optimal combo is the one that works in the situation.
But he could have killed easily from that situation. Maybe he didn't want to. I don't know. But
It's just the mental stack is there in such quantity. It's just so much is going on at any moment. So much is there to keep track of. Even the top players at EVO make mistakes and don't always do the optimal thing.
I'm curious if some of these uppers are actually flicker attempts that are messing up. If Everfree is playing on pad, that could definitely be a problem.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would explain a lot of these strange openings for uppers if he's actually going for flickers.
But maybe he's just trying to hit confirm and it's not working out. Unsure. Ooh.
Yes, like see that? That was probably a flicker. That was probably not supposed to be an upper.
That can get interrupted. Yeah.
And speaking of borrowed time, that is set point for Pop Chips. Everfree hanging on by a thread here. Let's see what he can do. He's playing a lot more conservatively now. He does do the cross-up, gets in there, past the fireball, blocking Pop Chips' initial offensive. What can he do here? What can he do here? Blocking that, but he gets the flicker off, Yeah, trying to play defensive, trying to play this smart, trying not to let Pop Chips get in those really meaty, punishing hits.
Uh-oh.
Double throw, gotta be ready to tech those. Another throw, not much left now. Can he do it? That's the stun, that's gonna do it. That is the set. GG Pop Chips. Better luck next time, Everfree.
You win.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing to take away, honestly, is not even like a character matchup specific thing. It's just there was a lot of jumping, a lot of using the charge spheres. That you seemed extremely uncomfortable being close to your opponent, and I would love to see you work on like just filling out the range for like your just regular fierce and your low forward and whatnot. Standing medium kick is a really great kick move as well. That thing is. Plus, it goes super far. It's actually a decent anti-air. That thing does a lot of work. Yeah, just get more comfortable with the ranges of your buttons and how they relate to your opponent. Instead of trying, like, you do... I'm not saying never jump, but just the frequency of the jumps made me feel like you were kind of uncomfortable. That's what it looked like to me.
That is very typical of a super bronze player. You've been in bronze. They jump all the time. They're basically never doing anything but jumping in and jumping out. And that's a habit that if you break that and start anti-airing and start keeping your feet on the ground, you start rocketing out of bronze. So that's something that he really needs to get used to and needs to adjust to. And I think if he can break that habit, he'll be seeing a lot of success.
I don't know why I'm typing this in when I have him friended, but oh well. So we're gonna get our winners finals now. Gonna be Revilo versus Ouija +1, and it's gonna be a good time. Probably Zaku Rashid, I would imagine.
Yeah, I would be surprised if not, but who knows? Maybe Ouija has a better pick for Zeku. I don't know, though. Rashid's pretty good there.
Yeah, Rashid's a pretty good like all-around character. Like I'm sure he has his matchups are like I won't say bad, but aren't in his favor.
Would you elaborate on that?
I'm just mostly I mean that Rashid is like he doesn't have any matchups where it's unwinnable. Like he can win any matchup. The worst I don't even know what his worst matchup would be, but I feel like there's not any that are super bad for him.
I mean, if I want to be fair, this is a pretty well balanced game. There's nobody who has an unwinnable matchup against anybody.
Yeah, don't say that to Zangief players. At the same time, also, you should try playing Zangief Dalsum or Zangief Minot and see how you feel about that.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about this, I believe, last time we commentated together. A good Minot is just so oppressive. It feels like you're against the best character in the game. Just like there's no way in.
Yeah. It's funny, like the match, like the characters I hate fighting the most are the ones I love watching. Like, I think the only Minot I've seen in this tournament is Tiramisu. She's pretty good, but she doesn't show up very often.
Yeah, it was Flux in Northeast or Southeast last time out.
Yeah, I lost to his Minot. Anywho, we're getting winners finals here. Ouija's already jumping up on the wall here.
Yeah. He's leaning on that kick a little too much, but I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Oh, exactly. It's like fighting games, we'll say 2 of 1. Nice anti-air, just waiting for their...
Yeah, he made that read real simple. He was waiting for that, and Revilo played right into his hands. Uh-oh, there's the stun. That's going to be the round, everybody. Good way to start things off.
One thing I have learned in my time playing this game, Zeku V-Trigger 2, not ideal for cross-ups. It fails really badly in a cross-up situation.
Yeah, I think that maybe Revilo, I know this is easier said than done, shouldn't be fighting out of the corner so much. Should probably be trying to dominate the middle of the stage more, because Ouija making a lot of use out of that wall.
Although,
see what I mean? It seems like, compare what just happened to how the last round went. It seems like when he's up in the corner, that's a lot of free cross-up real estate for Ouija, but there, he was able to shut down Ouija's offense and take him down with that X kick.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that had to have been an input error. Like, I don't know why you'd want to do that there. But Revilo taking a great opportunity there. You know what, you got out of the corner, we'll take it. Oh no, you're stunned, never mind. You're dead.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the game. Yep, into CA. That's going to wrap it up. That's going to be the first game for Ouija.
As always, hey, get out of the corner. Just don't be there.
Yeah, just don't be there.
If you got the life lead, especially, just wait in the middle screen. He'll come to you eventually.
Yeah, he'll have to.
It is not worth like getting into all that mess.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, the thing is though that neither of these characters are built for like long range poking. They're not built for just sitting there and shutting their opponent out. They do have to get in there and start dealing out some damage.
Oh, that was interesting. Okay.
Yeah, good escape there, but doesn't have a lot of life to work with, and that is a lot of bar to chip away. Oh boy, but the double throw might put the momentum on his side. Good block, into a combo. Let's see what he can do. That's a lot of damage, and that life lead is shrinking by the moment. Maybe I spoke too soon about that being a lot of life to chip away, as Revilo makes the comeback.
You know what always surprises me is how much chip young Zeku Palm does. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is just, whew, that is some clean stuff.
Alright, we're blocking, but there's only, you can only block for so long and then you get hit.
And Revilo's got to be careful. His stun is building up dangerously, and there we go. Stunned again. That's probably going to be Ouija's round.
Yep. Oh, that was gross. Wow. That was just very disgusting. Something that Revilo is letting Ouija get away with here is that crouch meeting punch. You can't always challenge after it because he can cancel it, but it's -2. So if you notice he's just pressing it and then going into another button a lot, he is still in some turns. Ooh, nice response.
Yeah,
Air jump.
Revilo needs to show less respect to Ouija overall, as we're seeing now, because he's been able to do some good punishment there. He's been able to work up some punishment now that he's being a little more aggressive, now that he's not sitting back quite so much, now that he's not showing as much respect for Ouija's offense. Oh, uh-oh.
Not like this.
See what I was talking about earlier in the match with those wall jumps, with just clinging to those walls?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I think that roundhouse might have hit meaty. You don't normally get a medium off of that.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Whatever did happen, it was good for Zeku and good for Revilo. You know, sometimes it doesn't matter what happened, just that it worked.
Exactly. Nice. That's you know, Rashid he's got a better Lucia DP, honestly. It's not technically air invincible at all, but it's very fast, his heavy punch mixer, and it has a very good hurt box and hitbox situation.
Yeah, and Ouija trying to put on some punishment for taking that game. Those were some "what did you say about my mother" punches. Just look at that first round. Woo!
Oh, round start. Is it Koku or the other one? I can never get the right one. I feel like. Anywho.
Good tech for Ouija, getting himself caught in the corner, but you can see he's trying to work out of it. He's preparing that aerial offense.
Alright, don't get hit by instant air Eagle Spike. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Uh-oh.
Never mind.
Into critical art. That's not going to be enough to kill, I don't think.
No, but you just got one touch. You're dead, dog.
Yeah, that puts you down on one touch. And that's the thing about critical art. You know, you don't need to kill. That just takes the momentum away, and it's a huge hunk of guaranteed damage. And then suddenly, it's your game to lose. And Ouija does not lose. That puts him up 2-1.
Rashid wins.
Just a bad confirm there, I guess. Because he had a few buttons there to confirm that he was not hitting, and thus shouldn't have done the V trigger, but... You know, sometimes you got that trigger finger looking for it, and you do it anyways, and you're like, damn it, why'd I do that?
Round one.
Sometimes muscle memory takes over, or you're anticipating something that your opponent should do that they don't.
Oh, man, this is looking rough. Game 2 looked very good, and then Ouija just decided, you know what, I'm actually, I'm gonna turn up the dial now. I've been taking it easy.
That's what I said. That's like, he went into that game like he was trying to punish Revilo for taking the game at all. Like, okay, you got a little too comfortable. You're kind of getting a little too cheeky. It's time for me to put you back in your place.
Yeah. outside of V-Trigger, you actually have to hit the air eagle spike pretty low for it not to do the bounce off on the block. So that was very good spacing on that.
Yeah, that is a really good spacing tool for Zeku, but it does leave a nice, big, juicy opening that Ouija just exploited.
Uh-oh. You're going back in the corner, my friend. Welcome.
Get back in there. Nice throw, nice throw. He seems to be having better results now where he doesn't back off as much, where he's willing to stay in that pocket and trade with Ouija.
That was a disgusting shimmy. Right. Is Revilo going to tie it up here? Or is Ouija going to take the set? Oh, good jump out.
Let's find out.
Ooh.
Good way to take the early momentum. We just got to start looking out for those low attacks. Got to start looking out for that slide. But on the upside, Revilo really low on health now. Really, really getting in a dire situation. That corner throw might save him, though. Let's see. Good cross up. But Ouija, nice defense. Staying calm, staying cool, staying ready for his shot. But is he too ready? That is going to be the game for Revilo. We are moving up to 2-2.
Game 5, y'all.
Zeku wins.
Man, I was really surprised, honestly, that Ouija sat there and stared at him for so long. There were a lot of jumps I figured would be anti-aired, but you're just not focusing on the air during that situation. You're looking for your I just need this one moment to get the win, and it just never came for Ouija. So here we are, game 5, last game. See who gets in the grand finals on winner's side.
That's something that can just happen to anybody. That tunnel vision sinks in, and suddenly you are looking for your win scenario, and you don't have as open a mind. You are looking for that specific opening, for that specific interaction, and if you don't see it, something else sneaks up on you, and you are not going to adapt. We see that happening on all levels of this game.
Oh, God.
What an aggressive first round to the final game, though. Both of them realizing they have to start taking each other a lot more seriously. Good way out of the corner, but Revilo ready with that axe kick. Round 1 to Revilo.
I'll let you all know that axe kick, both regular version and EX, it might not look like it, but very interruptible.
Might be very interruptible, but it wasn't then.
Okay, Revilo going to that well a little too much here.
Gotta be careful with that. The thing about finding a good tool is it can be tempting to, it's the saying about a hammer. Everything starts looking like a nail. And then suddenly, your opponent has an anti-hammer gun or something, and you didn't see it coming. You can tell that metaphor ran away from me.
Yes, those are the best metaphors. Love me a Hazanto anti-air.
Yeah, but you don't need a good metaphor to see this coming. That might be the game. That throw seals the set. Revilo moving on ahead. GG.
Zeku wins.
Man. I gotta say, when he's on it, when he's focusing on it, Revilo's corner control can be so good.
Yeah, you can see that's what he was looking for. That's what he was kind of trying to work around and build a plan off of. Controlling Ouija in the corner, because Ouija loves to get in there and spring off the wall, and he was waiting for that. He was kind of conditioning Ouija, getting ready for it, and then punishing it.
Sorry, just inviting our contestants for the losers semifinals now. See if I can remember how to spell this name. It's really giving me issues.
You should write these names down on a sheet of paper or something so that you start remembering them. Or just look in chat, because Winalski's right there.
I got it. It's actually, is it spelled the same? It is, actually. You're right. What I should do is just favorite them, not kick them. Don't I?
Yeah, please don't kick our competitors.
I've actually done that
should.
before by accident.
Mm-hmm. But
Okay.
what you should do is check those Maturino codes and kick some money on over to our players for all their hard work.
Heck yeah. I actually have keep like during the match I'm like I should look at that and see what's going on, and then I forget about it once the match is over. Let's see here.
Yeah, but they've been
Eight
such good matches
codes
that you can't take
left.
your eyes off them.
8 codes
Hmm?
left, y'all. Come on.
8 codes left.
Please.
Come on. There's like 40 of you in that chat, so definitely enough of you to get rid of all those codes. Come on, make it happen. And here's a classic matchup, all the way back from Street Fighter 2. 30 years of history here. What can you tell us about the Ryu Blanca matchup here in 5?
Round one.
Nothing. I have no idea about it. um, I would like what? Sorry, I'm trying to collect my thoughts here. Blanca without meter, Fireball can be a decent tool against him. You do have to watch out once he gets that meter, though. He has several options that just go through. And the type of Blancas I normally fight are the ones who want to like goad you to action and make you just run into stuff. Nilski's a little more proactive than what I'm used to dealing with Blancas, which seems like a good look to me, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It's paying off so far. This might become less of a character thing and more of a player thing, because we've seen that Pop Chips is very conservative, and he will just turtle up and let you come to him and wait for his opportunity to punish. And Wanalski not going to give you that chance. Really going to go out of his way to put on the hurt.
Just got right in there with that medium punch. Very good, bud.
I wonder if it would pay off for Pop Chips to start kind of backing off once he's got Wanalski in the corner a little. Because Wanalski springs to life with those Blanca balls and deals a lot of damage doing it. If you create a little distance and like let him waste that momentum a little, maybe that would let you make something happen.
Yeah. Also, a thing I was just thinking about with the rainbow ball, it's not like he could. Well, actually, never mind. I was gonna say he could parry it, but you got to be careful there because outside of V Trigger 1, the rainbow ball doesn't cross up, so he can go to the other side like that.
Yeah, and you can see that that's the kind of thing Pop Chips is waiting for, but that missed DP is going to cost him a lot. He's taking a lot of damage here.
Oh yeah, Ryu probably doesn't have a good answer for EX and light block ball either. He doesn't have any moves that like reach super far really fast.
Wins.
And there goes the first game in an electric fireball punishment.
Round one. Fight.
I do like the touch of going with the Street Fighter 2 music here, though. I mean, this is a time-honored matchup we're looking at.
Yeah, very good choice, game. Thank you for that.
Yeah, they respect their roots. We can't take that away from them.
Minus 21 actually for the Blanca balls. I feel like there's probably an answer there. I just couldn't tell you what it is. Oh, the reset. Nice V shift break.
Uh-oh.
One more touch.
And into the corner. Get back
lied.
in there. One touch away.
Oh!
Oh! Whoa!
Going for the hard read there, but Pop Chips delayed wake up. Worked out for him.
That was playing the exact kind of round that Pop Chips wants. He's a very reactive, punishment-heavy player. I was talking about how much time he must spend in the lab just working out all these responses, and Wanalski just played right into it. I actually think that maybe Wanalski's getting a little too trigger-happy. You know, this super aggressive play has been paying off for him all tournament so far, and maybe he's pressing too many buttons, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can definitely get into it like a mode where you're like, hey, this has been working for me, so I'm just going to keep doing this.
Yeah, you know, your System 1 can take over when you really need some input from System 2. Uh-oh, into the corner, some good pressure from Pop Chips. Alright, good way to force some momentum back from Wanalski. Getting some good damage on double Blanca ball, triple, quadruple. Ooh, boy.
Nice block. Oh, didn't block that one.
Not so nice now, but here we go. Is that going to do it? not able to seal the deal. He might pay for it. He does. Going into a final round.
If Pop Chips is just a little more ready for DP anti-airs, that would have been death. Oh no. Are you paying attention? Because I'm just going to do the super quick move. You're not going to be ready for it.
Yeah, just right at the start of the round. That is gutsy, and I do not blame Pop Chips for not quite being ready for it. Wanowski's a very YOLO kind of player. He's not just wildly button mashing, but he's very aggressive, very in your face. He just goes for the high risk, high reward stuff, and as often as not, he catches people not ready for it.
Oh, yeah. Man. Yeah, not having a punish for these Blanca balls is really hurting Ryu here. Pop Chips.
He just doesn't quite have the range for it. He doesn't have the range because that knockback, not quite knockback, but you know what I mean. The bounce back after impact is a little too far away.
Ooh, that melee punch still very good at anti-airing. It's weird.
Yeah, you can see what Pop Chips is trying to do. He's trying to catch Wanowski coming in. He's waiting for those anti-airs, but not going to get the chance as Wanowski goes up 2-0.
Yeah. It can be hard to react to the V-skill hop for the anti-air there. Even though when I play like Lucia, even though she has a DP that can answer that, I normally just end up going for the crouch fierce just to have the quicker option in my head rather. And maybe Pop Chips should do the same here. Oh, nice whip punish.
Yeah, that was really nice. He saw that round start fireball coming and just went completely flat. I liked that. That was smooth.
I do like a sweep from Ryu as a punish tool. Oh. Not punishing these Blanca sweeps, so I'm very surprised to see that.
Yeah, the more often that Pop Chips can force these little resets and force Wanowski to play footsies instead of just coming right at him and getting right into his grill, the better success he'll have, as we can see. Baited out the cross-up attempt, but that Shoryuken did not pay off. Taking a lot of damage for the attempt. Eating a crush counter, eating a Blanca ball. Oh boy. That stun is gonna do it for the round, and that set point Wanowski's looking at. Pop Chips has got to be sweating bullets so back home.
Okay, Revilo with the info here. Ryu's only punish for light and EX Blanca ball is super, he thinks. Still though, he could be like dashing to take up space because there's definitely enough time for that. There, oh yeah. Got a DP anti-air. Let's go.
Yep. Wonder if you should just be doing normal uppers there, because that would be a little less execution heavy, you know? You can just press the button.
Just all depends on what you're ready for personally, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
The ideal is always like, hey, DP anti-air, but hey, if the crouch fierce is what's going to work for you, just go for that. Okay, don't get hit. That's going to be it.
Yeah, that might be it, especially because Pop Chips' stun is getting really high, and look at all that damage. One touch away from a finish here. Pop Chips doing an admirable job fighting out of the corner, but looking right into that crouching punch, and that's gonna wrap it up. Wanowski moving on ahead, and what a Blanca we are looking at.
Yeah, that I understand all the dashing there. You didn't really have any other choice because where he activated at that point, he was in danger of being chipped. You gotta make something happen. Good try from Pop Chips. Flipped up. Kind of an awkward matchup to deal with, especially if you don't have the matchup experience.
Yeah, except for Ouija with his Lucia, no one has seemed ready for this Blanca. Nobody has seemed to quite know what to do about it.
Oh, did you mention Ouija and their Lucia? Interesting.
You know, obviously that's the next match, but I'm just saying, aside from that, nobody's had much of an idea of what to do here. And I think Wanowski's been doing really impressively for somebody who kind of came in last second.
Yeah, to be fair to Wanowski's opponents, they were both relatively inexperienced in the game. And that's, as you've said, not a very common matchup. So until you've done the homework, there's no way to pass the test. You're going to fail that test most of the time if you haven't actually studied the material. So
Yeah, yeah, and how often do you see a Blanca? You know, it depends on your region. It depends on when you play. It depends on if you're like lounging or doing ranked. It depends on if you're like just labbing against opponents that you'll see in majors, which usually they boil down to the same few characters. But how often do you see a Blanca? You know.
too often for me. I mean, I love, again, the characters I hate fighting the most are the ones I like watching the most. So I love watching Blanca. I just don't want to fight him.
Yeah, I wonder if in all the time that he's had climbing back up through losers bracket, Wanowski's figured out a plan for this Lucio.
We shall see. Definitely, got to be more careful about those Blanca balls. I mean, oh yes, the V skill 2. That is a decent choice against fireballs. Also, if you want to play a little more defensively and like make the opponent come to you, V skill 2 is a great choice because he can dash cancel that V skill. Whoa, okay, I was not ready for that.
Yeah, neither was Wanowski. Look at all this damage, just eating a lot of punishment.
Oh, nice jab interrupt there. That is not real at all.
All right, I'm not quite sure what happened there. Looked like he was trying to bait something out that didn't quite come to pass.
I mean, Wanowski was just waiting for the jump, and he answered.
Reminds me of like kids who have a bit of a crush on each other at homecoming, and like they get on the dance floor together, and they're kind of waiting to see who makes the first move because neither of them wants to like creep the other out by moving too fast too soon.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Round 2. Fight.
All right. So far, this new look is working out for Wanowski.
Yeah, so far it's working out pretty well. I mean, their first meeting in this tournament, Ouija just shut him down quite convincingly. Wanowski didn't have much of an answer for anything he was doing then, but now able to keep himself in the fight more convincingly. Alright, some decent defensive play, some nice patience there. Not getting baited into these strings, able to keep things nice and low. Liking the slide, eating that wake up DP though, you'd figure he'd be ready for that.
I guess Wanowski did not hear me last time. Like, you gotta watch out for that meter, especially when she has trigger 2 stocked up. Like, she's just gonna do it.
Burning a bit of meter there.
Oh, just barely a tap on the wrist for that sweep getting blocked. Uh-oh.
Doing a good job not getting stuck in the corner though, springing right on out of there. But, of course, get back in there, says Ouija.
Looks like maybe Wanowski's a little unfamiliar with this matchup also because been a few things that he could have punished that he just was not ready to get the full punish on.
Yeah, you can see here he backs up a bit and backs away, kind of trying to figure out what Ouija's doing. He's kind of trying to get a read on him.
Oh.
Ooh, nice block of that string though. Wanowski not getting a chance to do much, but he's minimizing the damage he's taking. At least in that exchange, not so much now as that is probably going to be the first game. Yep, there we go with the meaty high kick.
Gotta say, that speaking of meaty, that conversion from the shoulder was actually meaty as well. Because normally you just get a light, your 3-frame from that, and they got a 5-frame button from it. So that was pretty cool. Nice awareness on Ouija's part.
Yeah, Ouija is by far the most experienced person in the bracket tonight, and that is really showing in how he approaches each of his matchups.
Yeah, definitely sees some matchup of familiarity here. That regular run V-skill 1 is -8, I believe.
Yeah, I believe that's right. Getting the suplex there, and that must be a pretty impressive feat of strength. Imagining just somebody Blanca's size right into the floor like that.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Oh, the cheeky reset at the back throw. They actually won the last set with that exact sequence, I believe.
Round two.
Mm-hmm.
Fight.
I mean, part of that is that there are only so many sequences programmed into the game, but Ouija has definitely found a tool that works for him, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see, too, that Ouija taking some tools out of O'Neilski's box, Wonowski's box. You know, he sees that he goes for those slides and those sweeps, and pulled one out himself.
Dang, that pushes back pretty far. Activation. Yeah, that's not real. -4, I believe.
Wonowski trying to keep himself alive here, trying to fight to stay in this. Oh, and that is a hefty chunk of life gone. Oh boy. Nice back throw. What's he gonna do? Good string to keep him oppressed in the corner. Is into CA. That's gonna do it. That is gonna be the game. 2-0 for Ouija in style.
Man. First game was looking kind of close. Seems like Ouija's pulling away a little bit now, though. Didn't even win a round that time.
Yeah, Wonowski was on the verge of figuring something out there. That was starting to go his way for a bit, but then Ouija just decided to slam on the gas pedal.
Round one. Fight.
Ooh.
Nice little exchange to start off the round, just getting right in each other's faces. Good crush counter from Wonowski, but eating that DP, gotta be careful of that. Gotta stop running right into those. This is some really strong pressure from Ouija, just really shutting down anything Wonowski tries to do. It makes him feel like helpless almost. Feels like there's a bit of learned helplessness going on in a couple exchanges here.
It's gonna be a little damage there. One more situation. Oh, was not ready for the V shift. Could have punished that for sure.
But he was ready for that one. Was ready for that, and that puts him on tournament point. We are staring down the barrel of the end of the tournament here, everybody. And I know it was a small bracket, but already about to wrap this up if Wonowski cannot find a way to keep himself alive.
Oh, kind of awkward angle. Ouija wasn't ready to punish. Trade sweeps.
I like this here. He's trying to keep Ouija from pressing any buttons, but eating a throw for his trouble. Good back throw, back jump there. Not gonna do it though. That's a lot of damage to be eating, and yep, there we go. That CA was right there. I had a feeling it was there, and that is gonna do it. Ouija wins the tournament.
Gets to the grand finals.
Lucia wins.
This is not grand finals?
Nope. That was just losers finals, dog.
Wait, what the? I'm getting extremely tired. I've had a very long day, so...
It's all good. It's all good.
Wait, then who am I forgetting?
Revilo.
Oh, that's right, yes. I'm sorry about that.
You're A-okay.
I don't know how I completely lost an entire competitor, an entire match from my mind.
If there's anyone out there who's saying they have commentated and haven't like misspoken about what stage of the tournament they're at, they are a liar. Everyone's done it.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Revilo. You know, he's had an excellent tournament so far. That's not even a slight. It's not even who? It's just literally disappeared from my mind. I'm too young to be like going senile or anything. What the hell?
Before we get started here, reminder that we still have these 8 codes here. If there's anyone in here who hasn't done a code yet, be greatly appreciated to help these players out. Unlock just a little bit more money for them. And I'm really looking forward to this grand finals. It was a close set in the winners final. Honestly, thought Ouija was gonna take it until just Revilo just turned it up.
Yeah, that was a really good set. Like, such a good set that I can't believe it just disappeared from my brain.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, nice anti-air starting out there.
Yeah, he saw that coming. He's familiar with the playbook. He knew what Ouija was gonna do, and he was ready. He was sitting on that anti-air from the word go. Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Ouija was maybe a little used to fighting Wanalski's a little more YOLO style. He forgot that Revilo has his playbook just memorized. Good low kick. He's waiting for that jump in. He's waiting for a gap in the defense. Just gonna close it out again with the low kick. A really good poking maneuver there. Really good option from Zeku. Just, you know what? Back off, you know?
one thing that we kind of glossed over that last round is that palm was an excellent option against that V-trigger fireball. It's only one hit. So you can take care of it with those kinds of moves. But
Honestly, sometimes you don't even need a big, super damaging like combo or anything. You just need a good, reliable poke that will disrupt your opponent's offensive and disrupt their momentum at the right time.
uh-oh. This round was looking all Ouija, and all of a sudden, Revilo here's turned it around. Holy sh!
See what I mean? See what I mean? What was I just saying?
I forgot about how much damage Young Zeku's back throw does. That does so much damage.
See what I mean? If you can disrupt the momentum and you can just force your opponent to stop, you can take over, and once you do, you can snowball into a win.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a really Street Fighter 5 itself is a very rhythm-based game. Like, if you can get your business going on, get your opponent scared to press, you can really get going.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a game of momentum that's kind of designed for those comebacks, really. They really wanted a game where those comebacks happen more often for the big hype esports moments. And if you don't have momentum, you have to wait until you find a way to disrupt your opponents. And sometimes that's just a simple counter, a simple poke, just dodging at the right time. You don't have to think big all the time.
Plus, nice anti-air.
I like Revilo's anti-airs in general. Very calculated, very patient. He's not gonna freak out and start like over-anticipating them. It's almost like you can see them coming. Ooh, good crush counter to start the round. See what I mean? He can kind of tell when Ouija is gonna go to that normal playbook, and he's trying to create these situations where he can punish it. He's trying to control when he can jump in and just make him pay for doing it. But not gonna pay off this time. Eating that stun, and that's gonna be a hefty helping of damage. Not gonna close out the round, but getting darn close.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to come back from at this point, and Ouija gets that last touch they need. Knew it was gonna be a close one though, given how the first set went.
Yeah, I mean, we are not at all surprised. That first set from them went down to the last game. So I would have been surprised if this was a blowout. I would have been like, what the hell?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Round one. Fight.
Okay. Game 3, pivotal when both players have gamed themselves.
Not only pivotal in terms of actual set momentum, but in psychology, because here is where you go from things feeling like a relatively even set to the mental stack just paying off and piling on and feeling like you actually have to catch up or you're out. You know, this is where you start feeling like everything's riding on this match. First game, feeling each other out. Second game, okay, that didn't go my way, but I've still got much of the set left. And also worth considering, Ouija coming up from loser's bracket. For him, if he drops this game, I'm sorry, he's got so much bigger a hill to climb, and it's gonna feel like a Sisyphean task.
Round 2. Fight.
Wow. It's so back and forth. It's just stunning to me because like Luigi looked like they were going to take that first round, and then Revilo got their momentum going and took it. It's like neither one of them really wants to block for too long.
I mean, you don't want to block too long. This is not a game that lets you, and these are not characters built for turtling and patient defense.
Right? Good weight on that. That is
Yes.
Ouija's preferred way to activate is that roundhouse.
Yeah, he really loves to go up onto that high wall and kind of kick off it, either to do an eagle spike into the opponent or to escape the corner and renew his offense. And last set, Revilo learned to look for that. He learned to counter it. Let's see if he is able to punch it. Good bait for the DP there, but getting baited a little himself on that high kick.
Yeah, I don't think it combos and crouchers. Or maybe it was just a distance thing actually, now that I think about it.
I think he might have just been counting on the jump in that never came.
Ooh. Really trying to check that movement. Does not want Luigi running away. Oh, don't get hit. Oh.
Uh-oh. That is some hefty damage to be eating, but a good job backing away. Good. Not sure I would have picked that time to age swap. One good interaction from defeat, but getting a good combo off. Let's see what he can do. Good corner throw, but this is where Luigi excels. And there we have it. That is 2 games to 1 so far.
Yeah, I understand why Revilo went for that V-trigger. That's kind of his only option there. He was in young form. He didn't have a EXCP, and that was about to chip. Like, if he had blocked that, he was dead anyways.
That looked like he mistimed the age swap or something. I wonder what he was thinking there. You know, he swapped to old Zeku and got hit like almost in the middle of the transition.
Yeah, I mean, he just basically the same time he did that, Luigi put out that fireball. Just unfortunate timing for him. That's really all that was.
Yeah. I mean, much like actual martial arts, fighting games are all about timing and reading your opponent, and to some extent, sometimes getting lucky with the read.
Oh, just, a hopeful buffer there not working out. Oh, actually gets hit by the activation. They normally don't get hit by it. Oh, just one more touch.
Uh-oh. One touch away. Missing that grab. If I'm him, I maybe consider backing off a bit. But then again, with Rashid's whirlwinds. Uh-oh, into CA. That might do it.
He's got lost life. Oh, one more hit.
Oh, and now they're both one touch away. We're playing some Bushido Blade over here. One hit from death for both of them.
Oh.
And the one hit comes from Revilo with a really good punish.
I understand why you did it. I get it. Oh, get punished again. Actually gets the full punish this time, Revilo.
I like the system that Revilo has kind of developed for almost an anti-Ouija strategy. Have you noticed how he like jumps up at the start of the round to bait that DP and then he whiff punishes it? He's doing that very consistently this set, and I like it. I wonder how long it's going to take for Ouija to adjust to it.
I guess maybe we'll see if Ouija wins another game. We'll have even more time to see it. Yeah, he noticed that Ouija was reacting with that from the Bushin flips, and he's just ever since then he's just been trying to bait it out, and it's worked every time. This is the round. Yeah, dang, that did a chunk. Jeez.
You know, during the Northeast tournament, I was talking about how Gyu is so good with timing the CAs, and Ouija is right up there with him. He always seems to know when to whip that out for the best effect.
Ooh.
Very good corner game from him so far. That was a nice escape from Revilo and from Luigi. Really loves to spring off the wall there. You know, I've said this before, but one thing I'm surprised was never an official costume or like a mod is a Spider-Man costume for Rashid. When he does that wall jump and he's like perched like that, he looks just like Spider-Man. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, if there's not a mod of that, I would be kind of shocked. This is
That's
Ouija's
what I'm
game,
saying.
and that's a reset.
Yep, and as we were talking, flip, there's the reset.
Rashid wins.
I'm kind of surprised, honestly, because if you were paying attention to the rounds there, that was Revilla's turn to win. I mean, they were trading. I don't know why he just took his turn like that.
It's go time.
Well, that's kind of the give and take of the game. It's very momentum and rhythm based, and sometimes, just like in real martial arts, you let your opponent come to you, take their turn, and you use their momentum and strength against them, and then you take your turn right out from under them. It's kind of like judo, you know? You let them come to you, you unbalance them with their strength and momentum, and that's how you throw them. You don't just brute force them off the ground. You let them come to you.
One more set to the side of it all.
The fun thing about lower turnout nights like tonight is we can stream every match and see these storylines develop, and it is just such a treat to see players react to each other and evolve in real time and just put on such a show. And I love how these guys bring their A game like every Monday. This isn't Evo, or World Warrior, but some of these guys, you would think they were fighting for Capcom Cup the way they come into online local.
Ouija's been so consistent with those anti-airs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Maybe too
Revilo's had
consistent
some luck with
sometimes.
baiting out the reaction because Ouija's anti-air reaction is so good, but Ouija is just really consistent and really good at executing. I feel like because really nice there. And I was gonna say, I feel like because these guys have such a good read on each other and are so skilled, as we're seeing with this air combo, it's becoming a game of I know, you know, I know, you know. And it's who gets to the end of the other's mental stack first. They are thinking so many moves ahead of each other.
That was so sick. I've
It was,
never
it
seen that
was.
combo before.
Yeah, see what I'm getting at? See what I mean? You can see them anticipating each other and reacting to each other in real time.
It looks like we've got back to trading rounds here. It's Ouija Plus's turn.
Yep. But that throw's been there for Revilo a lot throughout this tournament and against Ouija in particular, doing some good work to get back in this round.
Oh, he's gonna get
Is it gonna
chipped.
be enough though? Is it gonna be enough? Maybe not. No, sir. That is the game. Nope. No, it's not. Why did I? Remember when I said I was getting really tired and I like blanked? My eyes unfocused for a second and I swapped the round indicators.
It's all good.
I've had a long night, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry.
But yeah. Something that's always messed up to me whenever I remember it is for whatever reason, Rashid's super is a strike, it's not a projectile. So like V-Trigger 2 couldn't have done anything against that. That was just checkmate as soon as he activated. Gotta be mindful of that.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's what I was talking about in a previous game. Ouija just has mastered whipping out that super and that critical art at the exact right time to get what he needs from it.
Ooh, nice answer. Just ease.
Nice answer.
Don't throw a
I
fireball.
know it's his main corner escape tool, so there's only so much Ouija can do with the character, but he gets really predictable with those wall jumps.
It's even if he does it a whole wow. Oh, no punish. Wow.
Oh boy.
Even if it's predictable, it. Wow.
Oh boy.
Okay.
That was actually a trade. That
Yeah.
could have gone either way.
That could have been a double KO right there.
One of these days, I feel like we're going to see like a grand finals end in a double KO, and it'll be like, well, shit. What do we do?
You go game 6. That's what you do.
No, I mean Grand Finals ends with the double KO. Like, that's the last round of the last game. I guess you go for a Game 7 at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, because it basically counts as a draw when that happens. So you just redo the game. Oh,
That's
man.
just how close these guys are in skill that they did come so close to a double knockout.
Okay, is Revilo gonna do something about this, or is this gonna... Okay, moral victory right there.
At least not taking the perfect. At least, you know, getting the moral victory there.
Yeah. That was gonna be a hard comeback to make. That's all good. Let's
I'm a little surprised that Ouija so thoroughly shut him out in that round. Did he look like he did anything notably different, like that maybe threw off what Revilo was planning?
I don't really think so much. It's just especially when you get perfects like that, most of the time it's gonna be like the player who got a perfect, they made the right decision every time. The player who didn't made the wrong decision every time. Just sometimes it works out like that. You just get a round where you just make every decision. And it's not like it's a bad decision per se. It's just you didn't make the right one. That's all. And Ouija is very
speaking
good.
Speaking of bad decisions, I don't recommend taking that many throws.
Ouija is very good at like keeping that momentum up once they get in there, stealing frames. Holy!
Ooh, you were saying?
They're really good at keeping the momentum once they get in, but Ouija or Revilo finding just the exact hit they need to tie this up here, or really to continue to have the lead. They gotta want to shut this out. They don't want to go back.
Yeah, I mean, no one wants to end up reverse swept by any means. I think it's too late for that anyway, but you get where I'm going with that, where the psychological strain is there.
We ever see reset? No. Just gonna take a full combo here. Oh, that was kind of a cheeky thing. No.
Uh-oh, he tried to go for the air-to-air there, tried to do the intercept, not quite there. Not quite there, eating the crush counter for his hubris.
Why? Why are you doing this to me, Revilo? Oh no, quick, get up! Oh man, that was stressful.
Oh boy, and now it is 2-0 in the new bracket.
There is so much flipping and dipping. That was quite a wild in there.
That's why I keep making these occasional misreads, because they're both flipping around the stage so much that, you know, you start to lose track.
I honestly was surprised when I saw Revilo jump into the corner. I don't understand that decision. It worked out ultimately, but oh, that felt like a risky thing to do there.
Fighting games are all about calculated risks, and sometimes the math isn't there, but sometimes it absolutely is. And what you might want to do is you take a risk when your opponent isn't expecting you to do it, because then you can throw off their mental stack. You can have them being like, what the hell is this guy doing? And that gives you the opportunity you need for the win. Yeah, I mean, look at how close these two are in level. They need every little advantage they can get over each other because they're just so evenly matched. They could play 100 games, and I think they'd go 50-50.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Really unfortunate for Revilo there, that last round. Dropped the combo, just had to link into a jab, and that would have been the round, but did not work out. Ouija taking advantage now. Ooh! I didn't know that button hit so far.
Good crush counter into Eagle Spike, but a nice V reversal. What a way to keep himself in it. This is so fast-paced. I am really impressed that these two can keep up with each other. Like, you gotta admit, like, say what you want about Street Fighter as a game, Street Fighter V, it has its reputation. It's never boring to watch. This is fun.
Final round.
Tournament point here for Revilo. It's gonna be interesting like losing 3-1 if they can just take out like a complete shutout in this final set here.
And he's moving like he wants that shutout. He is trying to put that pressure on. He's trying to close this out. He's saying, look, it's 1 a.m. Eastern. I want to send the fans home.
Oh man, those early view reversals are not working out for Revilo. He's been getting slapped up a bunch for doing that, and Ouija plus
Speaking of not working out, that's not going to kill, but it might be the momentum Ouija needs. Only one good interaction away from turning this into a 2-1. Can he do it? Avoiding that combo. Gonna need a second chance. Getting thrown. This is getting hairy for him. He can't do it. He can't do it. That's the tournament. Revilo wins West Coast.
Man, that was such a clutch conversion too.
Woo, what a conversion. He really had us all going there. He just turned that around. It almost looked like he gave Rashid enough rope to hang himself. He was like, okay, I'm gonna let you think you're gonna take this round, take this game, and I'm gonna just make you pay. I'm gonna let you run yourself on my sword. And it worked out, and that's the tournament.
Man, wow. I still can't believe he just completely shut out Ouija after that close. Like they went 3-2 winners finals. He got beat 3-1 in the previous set, and then he was just like, you know what? Let's go. I'm just gonna completely beat him. Fine.
I mean, it's not like it was a total wipeout. All of those games were quite close. They could have gone either way. One good interaction Ouija's way here or there, and boop.
Exactly. Not sure what just happened, but I'm sure he'll be back in just a moment. I really appreciate everyone staying and watching. If he's going to play at 120 miles per hour, I'm going to play at 150. Nice analogy there.
Hey, Revilo, while you're here in chat, is it Revilo or Revilo?
I think we've gone over this before. I think he's just like,
No, we haven't.
whatever. No, previously I have before, I'm pretty sure he's just like whatever you want, pretty much. But if he has a preference,
I just thought I'd ask since, we're kind of winding down. We're sending the fans home. We are hoping for the last of those Matcherino codes to be taken. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Looking at you guys in chat, there's like almost 50 of you still. Looking directly into the camera.
yeah,
Exclamation point Matcherino.
it would be appreciated. But maybe everyone here has already done it, and yep, not much can be done about that. Appreciate everyone showing up. It was a really good, really fun tournament. I mean, for the low entrance, it's still very stacked all the time.
Yeah. And as you predicted, Revilo is just kind of like, whichever. So, I will on my own time decide which one I like better aesthetically, and I'll go with that.
Do you have any shout-outs you want to make before we sign out here?
I'm shouting out everybody. That was an incredible bracket. I mean, you all did so great. That was so fun to watch. Shout-outs to all of you. Pat yourselves on the back. You guys are good at Street Fighter, and I really want to see where you all go from here. I mean, think about it this way. Ending Walker over, who just won, what's it called, UFA?
Yeah.
He got his start in EU Online Local. That could be you guys. I mean, you guys are incredible. Shout-outs to all of you. Thank you for putting this on.
Could have said it better myself. Yeah, Guilty Gear. That's on Friday, y'all. So if Street Fighter's winding down now for the week, but Fridays we have Guilty Gear. I think they just did beginner bracket last week.
Yeah, they did beginner bracket last week.
So
and something that's funny, actually, I want to point this out. I'm sorry for running over you. I made a misread there. Revilo is usually a Guilty Gear player, and he's one of the players in the running for online local sponsorship to go to Frosties. So definitely worth keeping an eye on.
Oh yeah, keep it. Thank you. Actually, I was trying to find a way to get to that. That really helps me. Yeah, keep a lookout on the Twitter. I don't think we've quite put out the vote yet. Maybe we have, but I don't think we have. But it should be coming soon. I think there are 5 players we're looking might get sponsored. Just depends on how you all vote. Um,
Exercise your civic duty, everybody.
Yeah.
VOTE vote.
but yeah. So make sure to come back Friday, hang out with Gavin even if you don't play. It's always a fun show. And then we'll be back next Monday for some more Street Fighter V action. Um, since I'm actually logged into the online local account this week, I'm gonna raid someone. Hopefully, they are not trying to sleep. Um, looks like I'm gonna send y'all to Cuz Lightyear, showing some love. It's a really good Ibuki from the West Coast, actually. Excellent. Okay, I did that right. But yeah, like I said, we will see you next Monday for some more Street Fighter V action. You have something you want to say?
Not really. I'm getting a little commentaried out. I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm very tired. That's why I made that disastrous read where I forgot an entire guy was in the bracket. So, I'm gonna go get some sleep. And thank you all very much for sticking around and for putting on this good show. I am Clonself, M37B. My friend here is Sniffles. We have loved commentating for you tonight. And please, come by again next week.
Excellent. Yes, thank you, and see you all.